Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful, sunny, bright day. It's 65 degrees here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm in Metro Verde, a few steps away from the golf course, and we're going to check on this beautiful new Edwards home. They have changed the floor plans a little bit, and this one is going to be stunning. If you've seen an Edwards home before, they always offer exceptional value. This home includes so many more extra features. Let's have a look around. This is an attractive elevation. They have used stone as well as stucco and tile for contrast. This is a very nice home. This home has a sort of classic paneled door, which is, a lot of people like that look. Then we have the control panel, the remote control panel for the garage door opener on the outside. And the AstroTurf just gives it that sort of pop of color. There's some stonework, a very sleek contemporary front door, and these trending coach lights. I mean, that's going to look fantastic in the evening. So here we are inside the home. Let's have a look at what this home has to offer. There's a large chandelier hanging down from the ceiling, as well as two downlights. This is a very spacious hallway. Everything has been kept very neutral in here. We can look back at the entrance door. It's an 8-foot door with this light inserted into the door. It's a very, very bright hallway. I like the style of doors that they've chosen here, with these 3 panels. These are 7-foot doors, but they do have lever trims in black. And now we're going into the first of the bedrooms in this home. This is actually a suite. It has the 3 separate windows in the front, which is a nice feature, little design feature, as well as an egress window over here. This door will take us into a large closet. So a walk-in closet in this suite. This is not the primary, this is a secondary suite in the home. Lots and lots of hanging space. Already got the sockets and the pre-wire for the TV. Now just look at this secondary ensuite bathroom. Quartz countertop with a rectangular undermount sink. Of course, there is a mirror. And these globe lights, so it's a very, very, I would say 3 lights for a secondary bathroom. It's quite nice. And just look at this shower. It has this black matching to the trim frame. It already has a niche built in, so a place to store everything in the shower. The black contrast trim, and it's tiled all the way up from the ceiling down to the floor, and that is also tiled, so it's tiled with this fancy tile. Very nice and a very spacious shower indeed. Let's continue with our tour. This is a new house, so everything's very energy efficient. This is an all-electric community. To the right here, we have a very spacious laundry room. Nice upper cabinetry and a hanging rail. I like these lights. They almost look like the old-fashioned light tubes. So they're very, very flush to the ceiling. Fully tiled. Let's have a look in the garage. So the garage door opener is already installed when you purchase one of these homes. This is an insulated front door, makes a difference, especially in the summer. Over here we have the Hunter irrigation system. as well as the water heater. There's also a soft water loop. The water is quite hard in Las Cruces, so if you have a soft water loop, that makes it so much easier when it comes to installing a water softener system. Now just look at this Sputnik light. So this would be the dining area, and this is a very, very nice and open space. The ceilings here are 11 foot. I like these Scandinavian style lights they've installed above the island. They're actually on, you can't actually tell, but I bet they look stunning in the evening. I also like the panel work around the island. That's just a little extra touch. And it continues here on the side of the gourmet oven, microwave oven combo. So the kitchen comes with LG appliances, the oven and the microwave. This home is still being worked on, it's not finished, but just you can imagine what it's going to look like when the extractor hood is finished. Also vented to the outside. The 5-burner range and a very convenient pot filler. Lots and lots of cabinetry. Here, this cupboard, let's have a look. Yep, it goes all the way to the back, so no wasted space there. Space for the refrigerator. These are like a modern take on shakers, matching the actual doors throughout the home. Here we have the pantry with 5 shelves. The slider is included in this home, lets in a lot of light. And just look at this very, very spacious, almost loft-like space with the 11-foot ceilings. So if you're coming from somewhere, let's turn on these extra lights. Now just look at this almost loft-like space. The fans are included, lots and lots of light. A very, very spacious and dramatic living space. I mean, 11-foot ceilings are usually sort of worked into the homes with the tray. Usually, if you have a home with 11-foot ceilings, it's not usually like this, or I've not seen this very often, but this is very, very impressive, very dramatic. And this is the space you're hanging out. This is the space you're having your friends over. This is the place you're hanging out with your family, having the holiday gatherings. So, you know, it's nice to have this dramatic space. It's much less important in the secondary bedrooms. Okay, let's follow through. So we have access here to a very, very large linen closet. Over here we have the family bath. So a vanity, also with the white cabinets, the toilet, the bathtub. So in this home there are 3 bathrooms. Exactly the same tile that we saw in the other room. I like this sort of feel of the tile. It has kind of a raised pattern on it, so it's a very nice feel. And it goes all the way from the tub up to the ceiling. Same black fixtures. And there's very convenient niche built into the wall. Once again, everything is already installed. So yeah, toilet paper holder, towel ring, the large mirror with the frame, and these 3 globe lights. Now, next to this bathroom is a secondary bedroom. This is a 4-bedroom house. These 2 rooms are not quite as big, but you know, they make an ideal office or a child's bedroom. Plenty big enough. Same ceiling. Nice closet. Oh, I like the choice of doors here in this house. They've really selected a nice looking door. Here we have the controls for the AC. Next to that bedroom there is another bedroom, basically a duplicate of the first bedroom. All the blinds are included throughout the house. The same light, and if you were to want to install a ceiling fan, I do believe that there would be no real problem because the secondary switch is already here. So one for the light and one for the ceiling fan. This has TV outlets as well. Now let's have a look at the primary. This primary has a sort of bay window feature, which is nice. There is, of course, the ceiling fan already installed, as well as the 4 lights. Here we have the TV equipment and this primary bathroom with 2 undermount sinks, the mirror and the lights, and a very large shower, so a walk-in shower. Very similar size to the one at the front of the home. The same tile, the same flooring, and the same fixtures. It's very nice when the same features are continued throughout the house. It's just continuity. The bedrooms here are carpeted. You have the primary closet. Again, quite a deep closet. Lots and lots of hanging space, uppers and lowers, as well as this convenient storage space for other items. Let's take a look at the outside of this home. If you're not familiar with these sliders, they actually open up. It's very heavy. So open up, and then you have an 8-foot access. So the indoor, outdoor living is optimal here. And just look at the view from here. Over there you can see the Doña Ana Mountains, and we are very, very close to the golf course. That's the Red Hawk Golf Course. That's the clubhouse that's being built. So in this community you're really just a stone's throw away from the golf course, and you have these beautiful mountain views from this backyard. This is actually an extended lot. So a very, very spacious lot. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'd like to shout out to the team over at Edwards Homes for allowing me to showcase this home. It's being built here as well as in Santa Teresa. And if you have any questions or you'd like to see the store in person, just feel free to reach out to me directly and I'll schedule a tour and meet you. I look forward to seeing you, and if you like this type of content, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the algorithm.